Hey, welcome back, Sea Family. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome for another episode of Kingdom Aquatica. Before we start, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has been following the channel, giving non-stop support for watching our videos. Last week, our channel got monetized after a long 2 years journey. I do hope you guys keep supporting our channel and keep tuning in. That being said, let's begin this week's episode. Sea Family, do you know what kind of sea creature this one is? If you say it's a betta fish, then you are right. Betta fish, or also known as fighting fish, they are native to Asia, where they live in shallow waters or of marshes or ponds. Betta fish are also known to recognize their human companions, will follow your finger around the aquarium, and can even be trained to perform tricks. On average, the betta fish lifespan is 3 to 5 years, but in rare cases, they can reach up to 8 to 9 years in captivity. Here are 10 facts about the betta fish.
Number 1.
Did you know betta fish can breathe above and below the water? Unlike most fish that can only breathe by collecting oxygen from the water through their gills, the betta fish can breathe both below water surface and at the surface. Betta fish have an organ called labyrinth, located just behind their heads that allow them to breathe air. They can rise into the water surface and take a gulp of air, then swim back down as they please. In the wild, betta fish lives in very slow-moving waters with less than ideal amounts of oxygen. The labyrinth evolved to help this fish collect enough oxygen to survive.
Number 2.
Did you know betta fish are raised by their dads? In a rare role reversal sometimes found in nature, it's the male betta fish that acts as the guardian of the nursery. He will drive the female away after breeding, so she must be removed to a separate tank. He then collects each egg and secures it in his bubble nest. When the fries hatch, he will guard them and carry them back to the nest in his mouth when they fall out and can't make it their way back on their own. Once the fry are free swimming, it's time to transfer the male to a separate tank, or he will begin eating his own offspring.
Number 3.
Did you know betta fish can jump? Whichever type of tank you decide to use, be sure it has a secure lid. Betta fish can sometimes jump right off the water, which is not always a happy ending when you find them. If your betta fish escapes their tank, put them back in the water as soon as you can. Give them time to rehydrate. If you act quickly, your betta fish may be able to survive, as they can usually live even after being out of water for up to 10 minutes. The best way to prevent this is with an adequate lid.
Number 4.
Sea Family, did you know betta fishes can be trained? Many betta fish lovers and animal trainers enjoy teaching betta fish to do tricks, such as jumping out of the water to touch your finger or get food, swimming through a hoop in their tank, and targeting your finger or a stick. Betta fish are trained using food or using a pen light combined with food, just like dogs.
Number 5.
Did you know betta fish enjoy resting spots? Betta fish, like most fish, sleeps every day. Betta fish also like resting on the bottom of their tanks or at the top of their water line. Sometimes owners may see them floating peacefully at the top of the tank and believe they are dead. But a healthy betta fish in this position is just resting. A favorite resting spot of a betta fish is on leaves, plants, or rock, or even sometimes an ornament placed in the tank. If you have an artificial leaf with a suction cup near the top of the tank, you will likely see your betta fish resting there very often.
Number 6.
Did you know one variation of a betta fish comes from a prison? One breed of betta fish known as the marble betta originated in an Indiana state prison, where an inmate was raising the fish in a peanut butter jars in a cell. His breeding experiments led to several fish with black and white patches, which he mailed to outside breeders who kept the lines going and developed different color combinations.
Number 7.
Did you know some of the betta fish colors fades away while they are sleeping? Like humans, betta fish prefer to sleep in the evening. Very interesting fact though, some of the betta fish may lose their color while they are sleeping, as a natural form of self-defense. Although some betta fish may lose their color due to stress, old age, injury, or even maybe an illness. Betta fish rests in different poses. It can be a hunch, they might be sleeping on the side, sleeping straight, or even with their heads lowered. Also, they sleep while both of their eyes are open, so it's actually hard to notice if they're sleeping or not.
Number 8.
Did you know the betta fish is Thailand's national marine animal? Thailand is the predominant breeder of this fish, selling it all over the international market. The betta fish created enormous economic value for the land of smiles.
Number 9.
Did you know betta fish and their fins can taste food? A betta fish are not only beautiful and useful for swimming, but they also contain nerve cells and even taste buds. This allows a betta fish to taste the food with their fins once the food enters the aquarium. Additional to this, did you know betta fish can actually live 10 to 14 days without eating any food at all?
Number 10.
Sea family, did you know there are over 70 species of betta fish? And also the term betta is an inclusive term and refers to more than 70 different species of betta fish. The most common and recognized species of betta is called Betta splendens and is what you typically find in pet stores. The albino betta is the most rare betta fish color there is. That wraps up this week's episode. Thank you so much, Sea Family. Please comment below and let me know what you think about this week's episode about the betta fish. If you do like the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. And again, thank you so much, Sea Family, for all of the support that you guys give. And I will see you in next week's episode of Kingdom Aquatica. For the next week's episode of Kingdom Aquatica. Hey Sea Family, do you know what kind of sea creature this one is? If you do, please comment below.